Hey, hold on, bro. Hey, why I can't pause? Hold on, Phil. I'm finna, let me drop my broadcast real quick, bro. I don't want you to use that as no excuse, bro. Okay, let me drop the bitch on the chat. Y'all don't be telling that nigga feel my play now. Keep
the first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Supposed to play my cousin, I'm finna call. I don't know who number that is. Oh, Hitman, I'm finna call that nigga for you, bro. That's solo. I'm calling that nigga now. Oh, I ain't picked my play.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Geis. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Probably sweet, man.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. 3rd down, here's Haskins.
Come here.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. Oh, heck of a move. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
You don't know.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. He's letting it fly.
Come on, boy.
Man, it's caught.
Shit different up here. Shit's real up here.
Brandon Cooks. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bryant's extra point up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but
I don't know what these niggas know what you do with, guys. I'm
looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals.
Got no choice, man.
Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division.
Not today.
Not
today.
The biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs. So try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now, fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for
I
the
know why you
wild
don't want
card
to throw it
and or
because you got
divisional
Haskins.
round.
You don't want to throw that ball.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Looking to throw, Haskins. Come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number one that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right?
I saw you can't tip both of us, boy. Oh, come on. I saw you can't tip both of us, boy. What you gonna do? Go ahead and make a decision. You too late out there, boy.
Huge play that time for the Rams. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run with Coleman on first down. He'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Get him up out of there. We're good. I said, get him up out of there, Solo. I said, what he gonna do? He gonna have to make a decision.
They'll fake the handoff. Now gone.
Oh, I got him. I say,
they'll get the first down and more inside.
He's gonna have to make a decision, bro.
Get it down to the 14-yard line. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 14. Goff now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter.
Right
it's
now.
1st and 10. Gets it to Hardman.
Come on, sit back in. So I know he's going to be right there.
Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
Hey, dude! Check. 58, boys, 58, Mike.
On 2nd and 12, Goff under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
That's taken in by Henderson. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. The kick by Bryant is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
Come here.
So there is optimism.
Come here, boy. Go ahead, point it out, boy. I want you.
Just noted it.
Yeah, they told me what to do, guys. Not on me.
To turn into first downs and hopefully points.
10-0 to score after 1 on
Y'all niggas better watch it. Y'all niggas better watch it. I'm putting niggas on the door. Like we in jail. Come here. Them niggas on the door. Now he finna throw it. Now that nigga finna throw it. Why they? Bro, he gonna run right here. Oh, what you doing?
Maybe the wrong decision.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, what the hell that is, bro?
Losing
What the hell you doing?
Now it's third down.
What the hell you got to?
Somebody's play
What the hell you
calls.
thought?
I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to set up in this booth.
You can't do nothing without them
They
cheese.
think I'm gonna be
You can't do
correct.
nothing without them
But we'd
rolling
like to see
cheese.
them
Look
open
at it. What
things
is?
up, because otherwise this defense just gonna gang up on the run and shut them down.
Man, they be like Ray Lewis.
Now
Boom.
Haskins, third and
Boom.
long.
No. Oh, he got
Jordan
that.
Reed
What's
has it.
up?
17
Oh, he
yards
got
that
that.
time
Good
at
shit,
a
bro.
Washington first.
I knew you were going there.
Well,
You
sometimes
see him, bro? Look
pregame
how three
meetings
niggas
do
right
pay
there,
off,
bro.
don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call it?
Well, they
Did you just see that, though, bro?
Old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he?
Man, I'm out here like Ray Lewis, man. Yeah, I watch All American. I just got done
He
watching
finds a
that
way to
shit.
pick up a first down.
Gotta watch a new episode. That's a good ass show, Al. You probably fuck with it, though. About a hot
On first
shit.
down, this is
Little
Geis.
football shit.
Nowhere to go that
But,
time.
like every day.
He maybe got a yard. up to
Yeah,
the
that shit
40.
good, though. You just gotta watch it.
You mentioned very early on the need to
Yeah,
establish
it's
a
on.
running
You
game
catch
for
up.
this
You can
young
catch up
QB.
on it.
They really haven't
But this
been
shit
able
don't
to
got
do that
good
during the
this
first
season,
half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out
Boy,
what they are.
I ain't
Figure
see
out the
it.
things
I ain't
they
see the
really
last
want to
episode.
accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers?
Bro,
Find
how
those
you gonna
guys
beat
and
me
get in
running
that
like that,
direction.
bro? It's not getting
It's
you
a
nowhere, bro.
4-yard pickup there, and
Do
it leaves
something
him with
different.
3rd and 5.
Like, this
And
nigga
that's
just
one of the
running the
reasons I
ball
like
with
to blitz
guys.
even
The
on
same thing.
rundowns.
Like,
It
yo,
confuses the blocking assignments.
it.
It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
throw the ball right here. Boom. Turn down.
Haskins will throw.
Look at it, nigga.
And
That's
a
it.
throw
Hey, punt that, bro.
Incomplete.
Not
You gotta
only
punt
was
that, bro.
the
It's
call
4 for
spot on,
5. You
how
know,
about the
that's
execution of
efficient.
that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked
Punt
up
that,
tight.
Danny.
He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time
you
to
got
force it,
these
he felt like
niggas.
he
No, they
needed
don't
to
let
make
you
a play,
figure out
right?
the
Yeah,
game, what these
exactly
niggas
right.
do.
3rd down, you got to try and find something.
He kicking
There's
the ball
nothing
like
available there
that.
for him.
Got me
You're
at the
never quite sure
one,
what the
but it
side
didn't
judge or
land
field
at the
judge is
one.
going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1 yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Well, he got what he could there, just
Oh,
trying
yeah,
to
that's my
move forward
cousin partner. I
and
made him
gain a
for my
little bit of
cousin.
yardage and create some
Yeah, he was
space.
tripping,
You know
bro.
the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
The last run good for 2. Here's
Boy, I
2nd
want
and
saying
8.
shit. Boy, I can't do nothing right here, bro. What the fuck?
2 for 1. 2 for 1. Shit. Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit. Watch the shit.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman.
Oh, look at me. Look, Alpha, I'm gone.
To the clear.
I'm gone.
He's
I'm
at
going
the
from the
50.
2. I
30.
Boy, look what I just do. That nigga easy.
Touchdown,
Bro,
LA. Tevin Coleman.
Yeah,
98 yards. And the Rams
Hey,
tack
Polo, I
on to their
appreciate that,
advantage.
cause Ty Gurley
And
got
with that
caught,
carry,
man. I'm
he's
really
already
glad I
over
did that
100
trade,
yards
bro.
here in the first half.
Appreciate that, Polo,
Partner,
man.
you know
Good
exactly
doing
what he's
good.
saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy,
Hey,
so
man, don't worry about all that.
Now
Once
is
you
the
get in,
kickoff unit as they run up and send this
Yeah.
one away.
I know you ain't talking to me. I'm
This
doing
fielded
it.
at the
Talk to
2.
me like that again. I'm put up a 50. You
And
feel
on
me?
return here, he gets it out to
I'm
the
still
25-yard
got
line.
one loss, bro. Bro, look what I'm doing on your boy on field. He quiet. He don't got
Out there
nothing.
ready for this
He might
next drive,
quit.
the Redskins
I swear he not.
offense. And we
He
don't
doing the
wanna
same.
call
Why
this
did
desperation time,
he doing the same run play? Look, look, he doing. Look what he doing. Look, go watch it with your
Okay,
Look what he doing. He can't throw the ball, bro. He just want to run with guys and hope he breaks.
That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just
Damn,
called it
came out to beat the
desperation
Falcons?
time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Let's go, D. It's gonna be a long day offense.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
You won't get that no more, Phil.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup 15 yards.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles, and really scatter some people, can't they?
9 yards is the pickup there. They'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Come on.
Beat that boy. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Hey, then you give me that nigga name Noddy. Nah, you give me
yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Ain't playing right now. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what I got him doing. Play the outside, y'all.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And this one complete to Reed.
Come on.
A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play.
I gotta see this shit real quick.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now Drake. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know what you think this is, bro. But this ain't good.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins buying time to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Haskins to throw. And he is into the end zone.
He made that nigga come behind him, bro.
From 10 yards out,
okay.
As they are now on the board.
He made that nigga come on, but these niggas
are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
You just see what that nigga just did.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now gone. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
I don't know, bro. That nigga ain't got no juice.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go!
Yeah.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Hey, 58 is a mic. Go 58.
To the air again. Gone.
I don't know what you think this is. You see how nigga be trying to play out? Come on, bro. You ain't that nice. I just want to get a field goal right here, bro. I get the ball back. I don't even care about scoring.
The clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Let me be smart right here. Do what a smart nigga will do. I'll take it like that.
Henderson now on 1st and 10.
I say I'll take it like that.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd down, it's Henderson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining.
I get the ball back, bro. I'm going to beat this nigga, bro. Man, look, I know, bro. That nigga golf be tripping. You feel me? I ain't got time for a nigga to fuck my shit up, bro. You feel me? I'm just gonna beat this nigga.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much
you hear what they saying, bro? I did the right thing.
Put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Oh, come on, man. You know how you
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
He ran pro, man. I mean, I'll run with you, but
the LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Play action. It's gone. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's good for a Rams. First and 10 at the 40.
Man, this nigga got so many X factors on his defense, bro. What the fuck? Damn.
61, matchbox lights.
What all he do is train with these niggas.
He's crashing. He's checking crack.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Watch the twist. Super. Hey, exit. Here we go. One's the mic. Watch one. Watch that.
Out of the gun. Gone. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I had that nigga, bro.
Value one. Short right. Chester. Hey, seam 6. Mike 58, right there.
A shotgun snap for goal. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tiger. Hey, orbit.
Off play action. Here's Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Watch one. I got it. So Mike's number one. I got it. Mike one. There's a party now.
To throw again on second down. Goff. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Value 3. 2 for 1. Scoop. So Mike's number one. Hey, come on now. You draw 4.
From the gun, here's Goff. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The kick by Bryant is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now Haskins on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but it's going to be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Haskins gets this to Reed, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let it go. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Throwing on third. Gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Goff now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
17.
Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard
right in front of
line.
my TV. That's all.
Shell. Value 1. Hey, Haywood. Mike, watch the curl.
Goff now to throw. Completes it to Hardman. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A. Nicole Hardman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Gone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now a run with Geis, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On 1st down, Drake. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Check 26. 24 is the mic. I'm coming.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Another
pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Check 13. Check 9.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup 15 yards. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 22, Haskins. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete.
That's his favorite
And he
little
will be
move
brought
right there,
down at
man.
about the 6-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Hey, switch gears.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Geis alone in the backfield here. 2nd and goal.
Check.
He'll get it up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins.
I should have stripped that nigga, but he was so
Geis,
tired, boy.
his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, lift.
To throw is gone.
Oh, yeah, pass interference.
Comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, they frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, watch that. Hey, Charlie. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Go. 58, right? Whirling.
Goff. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he will score. Touchdown.
Oh, man.
Washington.
Do this. Damn.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, get up out of there, big boy.
The Rams have got it.
Get up out of there, big boy.
He's at the 50. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
He's coming. We got double up.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Go. Hey, Alpha. Watch the mic. Watch one.
And the blitz does come.
I missed
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30.
I don't care.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Here we go with Haskins.
Yeah.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Aaron Donald in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. And now they've got their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Now it's Haskins.
Come here.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
That's how you
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke
I'm
here,
so
down 2 scores.
icy.
That forced you to make some throws you
They say,
definitely
look, what
wouldn't
they
want to
so
make. I think this
icy.
interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
That's some motherfucking icy.
They begin the drive with Coleman.
Stand by.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
What's some motherfucking icy?
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Whip. Watch the whip.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Five. So Mike number one. Here we go. Mike one. Hey, watch the
Throwing now, Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But this game is over. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams,
I do what I do to be Baltimore nigga, man. I do what I do, man. What I do gonna be more niggas, man.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not
Man,
letting them
time.
break your serve. That way you hold
I'm
on
going to the bowl this year.
They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
That's how you do it, Vontae.
So for Los Angeles,
how you
the
beat,
win here means it'll be a
Baltimore,
7-1 first half of the season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner. And
about to join now.